That's number 11. Question number 11 first. Calculate 4.38 minus 0.98 times by 2. So that is just so easy. I'm surprised that you guys have got that wrong.
I never got that wrong.
4.38 minus 0.98. Okay, when you do decimal subtraction, make sure the decimal points are lined up. I don't know why I've got two minus signs there. Then you need to rub one of them off. Okay, right, that's come off. Keep the decimal points lined up. 8 minus 8 is really difficult. Okay, 3 minus 9 we can't do, so we borrow. So that becomes 13. Then 13 minus 9 will give you 4, and then that will give you 3.4. The next part calculation says multiply by 2. I'm just going to carry on at the bottom over here. So this is number 11. So that 0 times by 2 is 4 times by 2 is
8.
And 3 times by 2 is
6.
Now, when you count the decimal places in the question, we don't just line them up. It might look like I'm lining up. We've got 2 decimal places. So we'll have 2 decimal places in the answer. So the answer should be 6.80 for number 11. Now, number 11, 6.80 is the same as, if you simplify it to 6.8, but if you write 6.80, it is not wrong. It's still equivalent. Okay, that's number 11.
12.
Okay. Number 12. Number 12 says, okay, a number machine has an output of 90 and an operation of time by 15. What is the input? Let's quickly draw this machine. So normally when they draw the machine, they draw it like this. But it doesn't really matter about how you draw the machine. What's important is, so what comes out here is 90, that's the output. And inside the machine, we are multiplying by 15. And what we need to work out is what went inside. So that's the question mark part. So how many 15s go into 90? And the answer is 6. So the question mark will be then equal to 6, and that's nice and straightforward. So 6 will go over here. And what was that one? 6.8 will go here. Those two answers. Okay, we've got 14 and 15. Let's put them on this side. So number 14. Okay, number 14 says, what is the bearing of A from B? Now, do the bearing of A from B. Where do we start? We start at B. Okay, I need a straight line. So let's go to Tools. That will do. We need a straight line at B to north. Okay, that's not straight. It went straight. Okay, right. Let's rub that one off and let's try it again.
Can you rub it off?
Should be rub it off, yeah. No, use line. So say for example, that's actually supposed to be at B, yeah? Slightly.
I think you can move it after.
How difficult that is. Alhamdulillah. Well, we assume that line is touching B, yeah? So when you want to look at the bearing of A from B, we start at B and we have to measure this angle here. We need to know what the angle all around here is. Now, if I carry this line on here, down, straight down here, we can say that's 113, then this top one, what was it? Sorry, not 113, it was 1, was it? Okay. So say if I was the angle that's something on top of it?
135.
Was 135. So that's also 135, this one over here. This top one. Why is that? Because we have parallel lines and these are called corresponding angles. That's 135. What's this part here going to be equal to? What's this part here going to be equal to? What's that part going to be equal to? 180 is the straight angles at a point of a straight line. So if I want to work out the bearing of, the bearing of A from B, it will be equal to 135 degrees first of all. We've got to add the 180 degrees on as well. Okay, we've got to add them on. And that will give us an answer of 5.
315.
And that will give us 315 degrees. So that will give us an answer of 315. So that's those three done. Okay, we got one last one done over here. I need to look this. I can't even see the question. Okay, are we happy with about how we start that question?
Yes, good.
They've drawn the diagram as though you're doing bearing of B from A, but you need to extend the diagram. Because remember, the bearing of A from B means that you start at B and go towards A, starting from north, going in a clockwise direction, giving an answer in 3 digits. So bearing has 3 parts. Start from north, go clockwise, and give the answer in 3 digits. So if your bearing was 85, the answer is 085. If your bearing was 91, your answer is a bearing of 091. You must give the answer using 3 digits. If you give the answer in 2 digits, it is actually wrong. You won't get the mark for the bearing. It must be 3-digit number. Okay, we happy with that?
Squeegee.
Squeegee. Oh no. This is rubber. This is rubber. I just need to clear some space here because I can't see the actual question itself. Okay, question 15, last one on this page. How many tiles measuring 6 centimeters by 6 centimeters by 0.5 centimeters each can fit into a box of volume 216 centimeters cubed? So number 15. Right. What we need to do first of all, we need to work out the volume of each tile. So the volume of each tile is equal to what? Remember, the volume, the shape is a cuboid. So length times by width times by height. So let's get the length and the width and the height from here. So the length is 6, the width is 6, and the height is 0.5. So we put that in here. 6 times by 6 times by a half, in a sense. 0.5 is a half. So 6 times by 6 is 36. 36 times by a half is 36 times by a half is 36 times by a half is
18.
Okay, how many times do I have to repeat before you give me the answer? I've actually written the answer down for you and you still can't give me the answer. Allahu Akbar. Right, volume is equal to 18 centimeters cubed of that one tile. What is the volume of the container that you're going to put into? What is the volume of the container? 216. So the next part of the calculation involves what? So we have to do 216 centimeters cubed divided by 18. Now, we can leave it like this in a fraction style rather than doing in bust-up technique and try to cancel it down continuously until we reach that we can't cancel it anymore. So, what number do we, are we sure that this numbers will cancel by? So let's be a bit brave and think, well, yeah, it will divide by 2. What else will it divide by? 2 something bigger than 2.
3.
That will divide by 3, yeah? Anything bigger than 3?
6.
Okay, hang on a second. 18 won't divide by 8.
6.
Okay, let's try 6. Let me just think 6 in my head. Yes, let's try 6. So 18 divided by 6 is 3. 216 divided by 6. So 6 is into 21. Go how many times? It'll go 3 times. Remainder? Remainder 3. Put the remainder 3 next to that. How many 6s and 36 is? So the answer is 36 on top of that. Now we can just finish the question off. One more division. 36 divided by 3. That's what it says. So 36 divided by 3 will give us an answer of 12.
So you can cancel it down even more.
You can't?
Yeah.
Because 36 divided by 3 is 12. That's the answer.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, just done the division question. So the answer is 12 tiles will fit into that space. Okay. Lovely. That's number 15. Are we happy with that page there, folks? Is that good? Right, let's move on to the next page. Let's clear this page first of all. Clear it.
I've got 17.
Okay, right now. Okay. Right, folks, can you start giving me the question numbers that we need to... Okay, question number 16. What is the median? Okay, put your hands up if you can tell us what the median is. Put your hand up. Okay, Muniba. Go on, fire away. The median is...
You have to do them all in order.
First, and then... And then we find the... Okay, can you first of all check I've got all my numbers in order first of all?
Yeah.
Okay, now what is going to be the middle number?
9.
Wow, that was really hard.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Express. Okay, express doesn't mean you catch a train. Okay, that was number 16. Okay. Alright. To work out 12 remainder 12 divided by 5, we literally do that. That says 12 divided by 5. It's not bad being 2 remainder 2. We can. So if we can do the bus stop technique, put the 5 over here, put the 12 over here.
2.2. I mean 2.4.
Okay, now. So we have how many 5s in 1 is nothing, remainder 1. How many 5s in 12 is 2, remainder 2, which we extend the number. So 5s in 20 is 4. So 12 fifths as a decimal gives you a grand answer of 2.4. Okay, this shape is made up of 3 identical isosceles triangles. What is the value of x? Okay. Let's put a line here. Now, okay, for this question number 18, angles at a point around a circle, angles at a point, that will give you 360. So we've done 360 minus the 240 we're given, that gives us 120. So these 3 angles here add up to 120. Now I only want one of them. So 120 divided by 3 is 40 degrees. So we now know that each a little bit, this angle and this is 40 each. So if I want to work out the other 2 sides of the isosceles triangle, you have to do 180, take away the 40, divided by 2. So that gives you 70. So this angle here is 70, and that's 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 70. Now, what we need to do for the last part here, in the red, we consider angles at this point here. Angles at a point on a straight line add up to 180. So 70 at x is 180. So that will give you that the x value is equal to 40 degrees. And that's done for number 18. Okay, for those of you who haven't cut that down, please make sure you have all this method down on your piece of paper, on your work question sheet. Okay, question number 19. Number 19 is a good one. Question number 19. It says the mean of 3 numbers is 7. Given that 2 of the numbers are 1 and 19, what is the third number? This is a reverse mean question. So normally we say the mean, which goes here. So what is the mean? The mean is? 7. So the mean is equal to, normally add the numbers up, which is 1, add 19, add this other mysterious number, and all of that divided by 3 is equal to? 7. So we need to work out the mysterious number. To work out the mysterious number, what do we do first of all? Opposite of divide by 3 is? Time by 3. So 7 times by 3 is?
21.
21 is equal to 1 add 19, which is 20. Add the mysterious number, and that's nice and easy. So the mysterious number is 1. So number 19, the answer for the mysterious number is 1.
Okay.
Next one, number 20. Question number 20. Question number 20. Okay, an interior angle of a regular polygon is 120 degrees. How many sides does the polygon have? An interior angle of a regular polygon is 120. So, in a sense, what we're doing is this. So, this angle of this shape, I haven't drawn the rest of the shape. This angle is 120. If that's 120, what's the outside one going to be? Outside angle is going to be 60, isn't it? And we have a rule that says 360 degrees divided by the number of sides will give you the external angle, which is 60. So what do we divide 360 by to give us 60? We divide it by 6. 360 divided by 10 is 36. Okay. 360 divided by 6 is 60. Just think of it as 36 divided by 6 is 6. Here's the extra zeros on there. So that's number 20. So number 20, so how many sides the polygon have? And the polygon has 6 sides. What is the order of rotational symmetry of this shape? That's nice and straightforward. Osmo, what is it? 4. Okay, it can turn around 4 times. Okay, so in one turn, in one complete rotation, it will look like itself 4 times. So after every quarter of a turn, the shape will match onto itself every quarter of a turn. So in one complete turn, it will look like itself 4 times. Gemma is thinking of a cube number that is greater than 340 but less than 350. What is the number she is thinking of for number 22? Okay, now, these are a list of the cube numbers. 1 times by 1 times by 1 is 1. 2 times by 2 times by 2 is 8. And so on. The 3 cubed, 4 cubed, 5 cubed. Most students know up to here. So this one here, we just worked it out. And that one, we just worked it out from that calculation there, which was 7 cubed. So for question number 22, what they want to know is what is the actual number. So the actual number is 343. They don't want to know that it's 7 cubed. Oops, sorry. 343. Okay, that's the number that she's thinking of between 340 and 350. Well, thank you for that, Usman. Okay, question number 23. What is the ratio of the length of the side of an equilateral triangle in its simplest form? Now, equilateral triangle, all the lengths are the same. So when you cancel it down, it goes to 1 ratio 1 ratio 1. Done. Okay, let's move on to this side of the board now. Okay, I'm going to need to like rub out quite a lot of stuff. Now, if I do squeeze, we'll lose all the side here. Yeah, actually, we can't possibly lose that side. We've done that side. Everything's been recorded. Okay, let's squeegee it now. So we're going to do all that side now. Okay, 24. Express 1708 into 12-hour clock format. Now, if you have 1708 and you want to go back towards 12-hour format, you have to minus the 12. So 17 minus 12 is? So the answer will be 5:08. What time then? Remember, 12-hour format has an AM and a PM on it. So it should be 5:08 PM. You must put the PM in there.
PM.
Okay, each small square of the diagram below has an area of 1 centimeter squared. What is the area of the shape? So what we need to do, right, so, okay, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you got 1, 2, 3, is it 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah? Hang on 1 second, let me just change the color on that one. So we had 5 times by 4 for this part here. Okay, up to here. Okay, Mr. Uzaifa, what's so funny? Now we need to work out the end of the triangle a bit. What we can do, we can work out the rectangle that holds the triangle and then half that. That's one way of doing it. Okay, now actually let's just do a rectangle.
That'd be much better.
Okay, now that rectangle, what is the area of the red rectangle? The area of the red rectangle is 2 times by 4, which is? 2 times by 4 will give you 8. Okay, now remember, a triangle enclosed by a rectangle that only takes half the space. So we got 5 times by 4 in the space here, and so that'll give you 20 full squares, and then all those ones added up to give you another 4. So the total area for number 25 should give you an area of 24 centimeters squared for question number 25. Okay, the next question is, we should be helped by the question that we just done. The next question is number 26, and question number 26, what does it say? Multiply the third cube number. What's the third cube number? So that's 3 cubed, which is 3 times by 3 times by 3, which is 27. Because multiply the third cube number by the second square number. Well, the second square number is 2 squared. 2 squared is 4. So they want you to do what with these two numbers? Times them, isn't it? Is it times it? Yeah, multiply. Yeah. So let's multiply them.
108.
Okay, so you need to know what the cube numbers are, square numbers are. 7 times by 4 is, that'll give you 28. And 2 times by 4 is 8. Add the 2 is 10. So the answer for that one is 108. Okay. Which of the points on the diagram below shows the correct position of point A after it has been reflected in the dotted line? So, question number 27. The correct position is of A is? Which one is it? What's the correct position? B. Done. Question number 28. What is the sum of the first three multiples of 7?
42.
So, okay, you at the moment you just give me answers. We're trying to work things out here. Okay, remember this circle, that means it's wrong.
7.
Okay, three multiples. Multiples of 7 mean in the 7 times table. So the first multiple of 7 is 7 itself. Because 7 times by 1 is 7. And the next multiple is 14. And the next multiple of 7 is 21. And the question goes, what is the sum? And the word sum means add them up. So we need to add up 7, 14 and 21. That gives us a grand total of
42.
excellent. Okay. Alright. Mr. Zaif, have you copied all this stuff down in your work?
Yeah.
Good. I'll be checking in the end. Number 29. The table below shows the number of biscuits eaten by Sam last week. What was the mean number of biscuits eaten last week? Okay. Right, let's have, Maniba, can you tell us what the word mean means in this context? Okay, add them all up and divide it by how many they are. So we have to do 3, add 7, add 8, add 4, add 5, add 9, add 6. And then we have to divide it by how many? What did we divide it by? Okay, we divided by the 7 days that we have there. So what was the total first of all? The total was?
42.
42. So the mean will be equal to the total of all those numbers, 42. We divided by the number of values is 7. And that gives us a total of? 6. Simple question. How many pairs of parallel faces does a pentagonal prism have? So a pentagonal prism means a pentagon, but it's like a going all the way through. So for number 30, unless you you need to visualize that more than anything else. If you look at pentagonal prism, it has one pair of, because how many pairs of parallel faces?
Whoa.
The only pairs of parallel faces are the actual pentagons themselves. Yeah? None of the other side shapes are parallel to each other, because all the angles and stuff. So the answer for that one is just straightforward as 1. And that's 6. And that's the end of that test paper.
Wow.